Peace kings, peace queens, how you feeling? I hope you're great. This is this B Cole from the Live They Tell Us. Welcome to a new episode. And this new episode I'll be covering how I got to 14,000 followers in 2 years. No boosted posts, no other formulas, just making sure that I intentionally engage with people and it grew from there. So basically before I continue, I just wanted you to understand that okay, I'll be creating a new playlist about technology because I know that normally when we come to this channel we here to know about the truth, and to demystify the lies. So that's why I created what is this playlist about speaking about nature and the system, because there is a difference between the two. And now going forward, this playlist will be about technology. Then I'll make a new playlist about psychology, right? So please be mindful that I'm not really making you want to just get heavy followers, because I know there's a dopamine reaction that's kind of making you become addicted to these platforms. So I'm not promoting the bad usage, the harmful habits of social media addiction. I'm just making you understand how to grow your platform as someone that's trying to navigate through the digital world and making income from it. So yeah, so this is the platform, and this one is all about the truth. So this specific video is going to speak about how I grew from 0 followers to 14,000 followers in 2 years. So yeah, so first things first, when you create a platform and you have created an account, you need to be mindful on which platform that you're using, right? So this one that I got 14,000 followers from was from Facebook, right? So Facebook, it's the biggest platform in the world. It's been there, made the most boom. If you look at the stats, it has the most amount of users that are there. And yeah, so basically when I was there, this is around the same time that I actually started this channel, So yeah, so when I figured out, I understood, okay, fine, I had a purpose of why I had this platform, why I had this account, because I'm communicating a message to the world. I understand that there's a lot that's going on around us, and I found that there's a gap, there's a demand for people who want the truth, and I have the truth. So, and the truth, you must understand, in its essence, it's a living thing. It's not in stone, it always forever changes. It's not subjective, because of things change all the time. The fourth dimension is a real thing, and I'll speak about that and other times in another playlist called spirituality, but I don't want to go into deep. I'm just going to explain about these tools that we use and how to grow your platforms. You need to know what is your message, what is your brand, how do you want to be distinguished between all the other users out there, because there's a lot of us, there's a lot of people online on their phones, but how do you create that relationship virtually without having to speak to someone directly, through your content, and your content, you need to know who you're speaking to, what are you saying, and is that something that really resonates with you, is that something that you can keep on communicating to, so you need to know what are your pillars, what is your brand about, what are your values, what does it stand for, because now you can connect with your audience, because not everyone on these platforms is your audience, and you need to make peace with that okay, fine, not everyone is into what I'm into. You're really into sport, into pop culture, into fashion, into literature, into art, you're into design, into medical sciences. It's different stuff, So you need to cater to a market and understand your audience, because of now each audience communicates differently and sees the world differently, and obviously knows things that most of the population doesn't, So it is a community thing, right? So the community that I built, I communicated directly, knowing how they think, what they feel, and addressing those things, because you need to understand that you are basically producing and you're communicating using your voice, So you need to be intentional that you do have a voice. Anything that you post, whether it's not even on Facebook, whether it's maybe even on WhatsApp or even on Instagram, it's what you say, because you're communicating with the people, So obviously understanding dynamics of these technology and how people consume those habits, So yeah, so number one, first thing that you need to be mindful of, okay, how to grow your audience. Okay, fine, okay, what is your brand, what is your pillar, you figure that out. Then the second thing is to make sure that you are original. You need to always be original. You don't just share random stuff that's just been out there. You don't share anything that's cool or popping. You say something that you connect with in your own way, because now people want originality, but if they can't distinguish you from any other account, then why should they follow you? So originality and authenticity is really a power that you can use to build your brand and build your influence, And yeah, and third thing is that always make sure that it's quality. Always make sure that it's of the highest quality that you can. So this is how you package what you're saying and what you're intending to say, So in terms of writing, most of the content was text, but you can also use videos, pictures, and reels, So it's different types of content. But I knew that okay, with the characters that I'm there, I'm articulate with how I say certain things. I don't just say things for the sake of saying them. I know that it makes a difference, So how you put these words together makes a difference. And that's why I was in the previous videos about the power of words, right? So yeah, so now the fourth thing is that you need to know what works and what resonates more than other things, because there's certain things that when you post and you engage with an audience, it'll get this amount of engagement or this amount of engagement. So you need to understand your topic, your niche. You say, okay, fine, this is the behavioral attributes or the patterns of the people that consume this content and how to build a stronger relationship, because not everyone can connect the same way with the same things. So an example would be music, right? Let's say maybe you listen to Joey Badass or Capsule Steez, right? So now obviously not everyone like listens to Joey Badass or Capsule Steez is really, really, like fanatics, like really, really with the understanding where you're from, the background. Maybe they only just like them maybe a few years ago, but you've been with the movement. So there's certain things that you can connect with to understand, like, oh damn, Capsule Steez or Joey Badass, this is what the impact that they had. You're able to connect with people who are on that same journey, because you have the same interest and likes. And that's just an example. It could be literally anything, it could be about food, keep up travel, could be about sports, it could be about school, different stuff. So knowing how to connect and communicate with an audience, because other people generally like something, and then they generally like it, they'll engage with it, they'll share it with their people, they share their people, and that goes like a ripple effect. Then get to a point where once you do all these things, it's just organic growth. It just gets like, there's a point where you can just get like 100 likes a day, like 100 followers a day, just like this every day, so it creates like a momentum, it builds, right? Then another thing to be mindful of that okay, always understand the frequency and the timing of how you post, so always be intentional to say, okay, fine, this is what I'm communicating, this is how often I communicate, because now you create a familiarity with it, you create a relationship with your audience, and now people start getting comfortable with it, So unfortunately, at this point, the account got hacked, but now since I know how to actually do this, I can just redo it again. But right now, because I've learned that, okay, and it was interesting that for me, it was a synchronicity to say, okay, there's actually 14,444 followers, right? After that, there was supposed to be some sort of transaction between someone, but then it ended up being a scam and I got hacked. So social engineering, cybersecurity, but speak up at another stage, because I just wanted to find out. So okay, fine, because there are people that actually do sell their pages for money and all those things. So the arrangement, I guess, it didn't happen the way I thought it would, but it's cool. So now I'm growing all the other platforms and understand how to actually build a brand from 0 to 14,000. So what's nice about it, that once you get to a certain point, certain energies and certain things end up starting materializing, because now you see someone that has a huge following and community. So now there's certain things that you need to be mindful of and make sure that you're safe from and protect yourself from, but me, I have the knowledge, because once I know, like, knowledge does not make me like suffer, because now once I know, I can redo it again. It's like, here's an example, right? If I give you $1 million, right, but I take it away, you're mostly likely to lose your mind. But if you know how to make $1 million and I take it away, you wouldn't be as affected, because now you know you have to make 2 million and make sure the other million is safe and the other one is for your expenses, So knowledge is a powerful thing. That's why I'm actually sharing these skills and tools to know, okay, how do you actually do it, So yeah, that's it. This is the new video. Then yeah, so I'll be speaking about different topics in different stages. The next video, I'll probably be speaking more about technology. Then other playlists about psychology, which I'll be speaking about making sure we take care of our mental health. Because if I remember, on the nature playlist, where I was speaking about the best investment you can ever make is in your psychology, right? Because if you're not mentally fit enough to handle the situations that come with the weight of handling a huge audience or handling huge opportunities in certain space, you need to be ready. That's why meditation, doing sports, or knowing your pillars, knowing how to introspect and knowing how to heal is important, So me, I know my value. I'm not defined by how much followers and how much followings that I have. I know what works and what doesn't work. So for me, it was an application thing. That's why I actually speak about this in my book, that there's a difference between getting a fish and fishing. So obviously, if you know how to fish, you'll always be okay, no matter what, whether there's like any situation that happens, whether maybe a lot of people there's scarcity of fish, you actually know how to go fish, you can actually go and actually get the fish, so that's why I value skill the most. And that's why the book is called The Fish Complex, because of there's certain things that could just easily come to you, and there's certain things that you actually have to go get. So it depends on your particular mindset to say, okay, fine, how do I, or what is my goal, what do I want to achieve? You need to have a goal to say, okay, how do I want to use this, So me, I already know, okay, I already have my own goals for my own reasons, and I was doing this for a purpose. I wasn't cloud chasing. I didn't even think it was going to get to 14,000 followers. I was just thinking, okay, I'm just doing this because it needs to be done. And I know the amount of power that is there. I even started getting shadow banned. I even started getting some other signals, because there is, like, the puppeteers in this matrix. There is people that pull strings and control how the world works. This is where now spirituality comes in. But I don't want to rush into that. I'm just explaining the bits and pieces about how these technologies work and how to use them for your own benefit and not to be captured by them. So yeah, peace. I hope you're well. I hope you're great. This has been skyllyk out. And yeah, let's go. Take control. Peace.